Good evening. PGMA was started back in 2018 on humble beginnings, and to be honest, I didn't really know what I was doing. We had little to no structure, I stuck a semi-ill-fitting name to it, and the only judge at the time was me, as if I had any credentials to judge. But over the nearly 8 years that we've been running, two things have surprised me. Number one, just how much undiscovered talent we've been able to pull out of the woodworks like a bunch of spiders under a rock. It's truly incredible. And number two, how long we've been able to not only keep this contest going, but also continue to expand and improve on it year after year, which is, of course, not solely my doing, but due to you, the audience, who continue to engage with it, our incredibly talented contestants who are obviously the backbone of everything we do, and most of all, my friends behind the scenes who continue to help me run this to the best of our ability. You know who you are. Alright, so before we do anything, we first need a recap of who we actually have left. KSW Studios, Mewtwo 1998, Pawn Monsters, Doom Pony, Royal Sunday, La Team Pixel Croissant, and Stormfather 1. Each of these contestants has persevered and shown the dedication, skill, and most importantly willpower to make it up to this point. Now, in an attempt to be more true to the contest name, we're going to be organizing the final results a little bit differently here. So before getting to the actual winners, we want to go piece by piece to really highlight some of the top consistently strong performances across different areas during this season overall, and even give tribute to some who unfortunately didn't make it this far. While these are more honorable mentions than actual awards or placings, we're nonetheless excited to present to you our categories for recognition.
The first impression, most often than not, is meant for our eyes. From start to finish of every game, we get to see the care and detail put into every frame of the experience. Seemingly small elements that can be overlooked, the animations of environmental items, the layers and depth in the background. These little pieces can transform a game into more than the sum of its parts and turn a barren scene into a sprawling canvas. Let's see who really continued to excel and put the P in PGMA. Here are the top picks for best art and graphics. Stormfather 1, Frog Squad, Pawn Monsters, Mewtwo 1998. And our top picks for the best art and graphics goes to Pawn Monsters. Good job, and I'm extremely proud of this team. They have continuously excelled at immersing me in their art, and I hope to see them continue to push themselves as they had so far.
We sometimes can underestimate the importance of having a strong narrative focus from a game jam game. It can kick off an air of excitement and anticipation for the coming adventure, it can get us invested in the characters, and it can reward us with a sense of accomplishment once all is said and done. Throughout the game, the story can dictate how driven we are to complete it. So let's take a look at who has built the best stories throughout this game jam through creativity, imagination, and world building. Here are our top picks for best storytelling. Pawn Monsters, Doom Pony, Royal Sunday, and Stormfather 1. And the best storytelling goes to Pawn Monsters. Congratulations, Pawn Monsters, for the great games and for giving us those great stories.
What often tends to come later in the game development process is the selection or creation of sound effects. It's important to recognize the added dedication it takes to choose ambience and sound effects that sell a game's atmosphere and game feel. And on top of that, the music in the game has immense control over the player's mood. The developers in this category were best at using these elements for a truly complementary experience. Here's our top picks for best sound and music. Doom Pony, The Code Tigers, Frog Squad, and King Midas. And the best sound and music goes to Doom Pony. The music and sound effects in your games not only sold the ambience, but in many cases helped your game feel massively. Kudos to you and Jorklai on the sound work for your games this season.
Alright, so you guys know what time it is. It's time to get those final results and see who our big winner is. Now, a couple of things. The results are structured a little bit differently here since we had all judges reviewing all of the final entries this time. Each of the judges was simply asked to rank all of the final games in order from first to last place based on their thoughts and obviously the overall performance. So the final averaged rankings will be based on a total composite of all the rankings given by each individual judge. Don't worry about what that means right now. We will show the chart with all of the total scores, but first I want to go to presenting our final 3 winners. Without further ado, here we go. Alright, so third place. Honestly, this was kind of a battle for second place given how close the 2 contenders were, and it really could have been anyone's game, but nonetheless, I am happy to announce that our third place spot goes to Pawn Monsters. I gotta say, I don't care what anyone else says, y'all had a pretty great run. Pretty much all of your games were either pretty darn good or nearing perfection, with that sadly very unfinished one in the middle that we can still appreciate. Amazing work. Second place. Again, didn't trump them by much, but I think it's well deserved considering that they went solo and still managed to put out 3 out of 4 very memorable entries that still resonate with me. Second place goes to Mewtwo 1998. For me, it's mostly your graphics and gameplay choices that stood out, but what's great about you is that your talents can be spread so widely across different areas, and while we can say there's probably a round or two where we didn't get enough of what we were expecting, what there was still clearly enough to push you ahead onto the podium. Fantastic job. And first place. Look, I'm gonna say it. Results-wise, it wasn't even close. I mean, this guy pretty early in the competition kicked it into overdrive and was basically unstoppable from that point on, whether it was noticeable or not. Ladies and gentlemen, your Season 8 winner of the Pixel Game Maker Awards is Doom Pony. I think what was unbelievable to me was the incredible breakthrough that you had. Round 1 game was pretty okay, but as one may remember, it was literally dangling on the cusp of elimination, so I can clearly tell, especially in your last few entries, that you did not squander any time you were given to give it everything you had. And for that, I gotta say, incredibly well done, and I don't think anyone deserves it more. So what happens next? Well, as you may or may not know, we don't have any tangible prizes in this moment. I know, big sad, but we are working on getting those established. So what it means for the winners is that once we have confirmed what the prizes will be and how to distribute them, you all will be entitled to receive those. But for now, out of a slight adjustment of the rules, we're going to go ahead and allow all top 3 contestants to become judges for future seasons, if they want to. And as I said, an actual prize for each place will be waiting for them once it's ready. So guys, go ahead and go bother the winners, give them a big congrats, pat on the back, whatever it is you do. But I would next have to give thanks to all of our other contestants who joined this season. We know not everyone can make it in, and we're always welcome to have you apply again in the future, so please continue to do so. Now, as you might be able to tell, there was a lot of ambition behind what we decided to do with this season and PGMA going forward. But we're not done. Not at all. So Season 9 will, of course, happen, but it might be a little while we work on doing more. Once it's coming, you'll be the first to know, if you subscribe. So on that note, also go check out Aqua Wayland and Low DJ Rag, whose PGMA logos I used in the beginning intro, and everyone else's who have been showing on screen. There's a link in the description to see all of the PGMA logos and creators. But anyways, great show, love you all, and see you next season.